The Brahmin Gondanya was very pleased to hear the news that Prince Siddhartha had gone forth, and hurried to seek out the sons of each of the 7 other Brahmins with whom he had divined the identity of the Bodhisattva according to his physical characteristics when he was just born. He managed to gather and persuade only 4 of these sons, and then together the 5 Brahmins left the household life and set off in search of the great renunciant. The 5 Brahmins now gone forth were Gondanya, Vapa, Badia, Mahanama, and Asaji. This group of 5 together were known as the Pankavagiya. The Pankavagiya followed after the Bodhisattva through various places until they found him practicing ardently in the place where he had settled. They settled there with him, attending to his needs, with the hope that when he attained enlightenment, he would teach the Dhamma to them. The renunciant prince was intent on seeking the path to enlightenment. So he took up 3 of the extreme ascetic practices that were favored by the practitioners of those days. For the first period, he pressed his teeth against his teeth and his tongue against his palate so firmly that sweat ran from his whole body. The pain was as severe as if someone were gripping his throat tightly, strangling him. When he saw that this was not the way to enlightenment, he gave up on the practice and changed to another method. For the second period, he restricted his in and out breaths, stifling them until both his ears rung loudly, his head ached, and his stomach racked with pain, his body as if on fire. But no matter how great the distress, he did not give up his efforts until he saw that this was not the way to enlightenment. Seeing this, he gave up the practice and changed to another method. For the third period, he fasted until he was emaciated, wrinkled, his complexion discolored, his bones and sinews extruding. Exhausted of energy and suffering greatly, rubbing his hand over his body, the hairs stuck to his palm.
I've carried out the extreme ascetic practices, pushing the body to limits which no other could exceed. Why have I not yet attained enlightenment? Or perhaps this path is not the way to liberation.
The Bodhisattva is worrying and wondering about the path to realization. What's the best way to help him? Aha! This is the way.
One string of that lute is too tight. A little pluck and it snaps. One string is too loose. When plucked, the sound is barely heard. One string is just right, not too loose, not too tight. When plucked, the sound resonates far and wide, sweetly. Oh, it is the practice of the middle way that leads to enlightened knowledge. But the current state of my body surely can't support efforts in developing the mind along the middle path of practice.
Prince Siddhartha, whom we had held in esteem as a bodhisattva, bound for success, even after practicing strictly for 6 years, using all his effort, is still unable to achieve enlightenment. Now he's relaxed his efforts. And eating proper food again. How will he ever succeed?
Quite so. Venerable Kondanya, you're the most senior amongst us. What do you think we should do?
Under the circumstances, there can be no use in attending to him any longer. The time has come for us to take our leave.